So what do all these towers on the field have in common? Well, their upgrade names are all very long. On top of that, everything else in this challenge is going to be very long. Difficulty, medium, 6 characters long. Game mode, alternate balloons rounds, by far the longest. And the map, Luminary's Prime at 16 characters long. And now as for the upgrades, we have Super Monkey Fan Club and Plasma Monkey Fan Club. First Strike capability, Operation Dartstorm, Balloon Area Denial System, Necromancer Unpopped Army, Balloon Master Alchemist, Banana Research Facility, Even Faster Production Spikes, Monkey Intelligence Bureau, and lastly our hero is a hero skin, Dread Pirate Brickle. So overall, all the upgrades in this challenge are at least 21 characters long, and on top of that, this will be played by the person with the longest you-know-what. Now, let's begin. So first things first, we got farms this challenge, so I'm hoping I can greed early in order to get the best late game. So right now, what I'm thinking is if Brickle can get the very right side for the prime rounds, Luminary's Prime is unfortunately the longest map. I would have liked to play a bit less of an annoying map, but this one just had to beat all the other ones out by one character. But yeah, if you're wondering why I'm not dropping the free Dart Monkey, that's also because I think it would make sense for this challenge to also not buy things or drop things that I'm not going to end up upgrading to that very long character. Also, Brickle can attack here, so that's very good. I'll probably just use the ability here just to make sure to snipe every balloon possible. But yeah, I don't really plan on using Fan Club or Plasma Monkey Fan Club here because, well, if I need to get every tower to that long upgrade, then every monkey is going to need to be tier 4 or tier 5, which I don't think is going to be very realistic for a fan club. So yeah, luckily we do have some other pretty good upgrades that I'll talk about once we get there. But again, for now, gotta go for a farm. I'll just have to take the camos here because I have nothing for now. There's the farm. But yeah, taking a quick look at the upgrades we have enabled, there aren't really many super great options for the later game. What I see First Strikes, I see EADS from the Dartling Gun, Operation Dartstorm, Necromancer, and I guess BMA, but the thing is BMA loses you money, so I don't want to drop that until, like, the very last moment, if possible. Again, hopefully with this farming, I will be able to afford it when I need it the most, and I think that's probably enough greed for now. I have to go for my Dartling Gun for any rounds take us down even more lives, especially with the camos. So I'm thinking a good Dartling spot is probably right here. Gets the prime rounds as well as the normal rounds. Again, if you guys don't know, the time that the balloon spawn on the right side is during prime round. So 13 is a prime number, if you guys didn't know already. Let me try to see if I can remember the prime numbers off the top of my head. Moving forward, that is. I think 17 is one, right? As well as 19. After that, 23. And then I think 29. But yeah, that's probably enough brain power used up for me for now. I have to focus on brain power for how to beat this challenge up to 100 rounds. Because again, it's ABR, so pretty tough rounds. You got a fortified ban around 100, along with a bunch of other junk. Anyways, looks like we're struggling now. So let's go for the powerful darts next. More Pierce than Dartling Gun is always helpful. Down 50 lives. And if I had it my way, I would love if I was able to get a farm for this challenge, because right now, I kind of have to aim my Dartling Gun down sights as well as try to collect banana farms. Maybe what I could do is, I guess, leave it like this for the non-prime rounds, and then next round, which is a prime number, I'll just, I guess, lock in place like this and try to continue farming. For now, I can go 2-0 and then upgrade them all to 4-2-0, because again, the goal is to get it by the end of the game, or at least before I sell it. Also, lead balloons. Hang on, I don't have lead popping, do I? It appears I do not, so hang on. I'm gonna do something really scuffed. I guess Brickle had lead popping for a little bit, but her ability ran out. I forgot that there was... Oh wait, there's also Camelot next round. Luckily, Brickle detects camo, so we're fine with sea mines. Thank goodness. Right? Oh crap, sorry, sea mines doesn't, detect camo. Okay, we can take that because we have enough lives, luckily. And I guess you have road spikes, so we can kind of pop a few more balloons. Yeah, there we go. Only 3 lives lost. Well, note to self that I need to keep Brickle's ability for round 30, because more Camelot's that round. So if sea mines don't work, then yeah, the next cheapest thing is very expensive for Camelot. It would need to be, well, again, the 022 wizard. Now, because I already dropped the wizard, I have to go for the Necromancer upgrade, because otherwise I don't know, under the rules of my challenge, that would be cool to get a non-long upgrade. Oh, also, I'd like to make a correction. Brickle doesn't actually have camo level 5. For some reason, I thought it was. It was actually level 7 that she gets the full camo protection. So that probably is when C-Mines actually works. My bad, my bad. Anyways, we probably should stop greeting so hard because I'm gonna die to these rounds if I keep on dropping more 2-0 farms. So for one, definitely an 022 Dartling. And right, because I don't have camo lead for Brickle right now, I guess I could quickly buy an 022 Wizard. 012, I guess, for now can be enough to pop it. Just gotta have the Fireball and Strong, and then hopefully we're good. Ideally, I'd afford a Wall of Fire this round too, but if I can't, then so be it. I think we'll have enough though, right? Yes, we will. Okay. Folks, each round just gets tougher and tougher. What should I get next? Should I go for another Dartling gun? You know what? Again, because they have global range, I think they're probably a decent option. So I'll just put them all together like this. Don't die, please. Don't die. Getting close. But yeah, how about we put a stop to the greed? And after this farm, let's focus on defense around 40. Because how am I going to be the F mod? Probably with ODS. I'm thinking fighter plane is a good tower, as well as, I guess, the Dartling damage. Actually, we seem to be chilling pretty comfortably. So let me just greed one more farm, alright? Alright. Let's get a 3-2-0 here. And then now let's go for that ODS. I kind of hate to use it this space up, because this might be a good spot for Dartling gunners, but I think you don't have to do it. Anyways, I'm just going to get a Wall of Fire, because I don't trust us to beat these leads here. Well, hopefully the ODS is enough. If not, well, I do have 3k to work with, so I should be chilling. Yeah, that's going to pop really quickly. Okay. Nope. No worries for round 40 here. I think, again, our early farming is going to go a long way in this challenge. Because of that, you got to just keep up what we've been doing the entire game, aka greeting. Now, these next rounds should be taken lightly, though I think there's 3 mobs this round, right, on ABR, so yeah, let's see if this is enough. I'm just going to upgrade another one to 022, and I think as long as we're able to pop the mobs before it gets to Wall Fire, we're good. Okay, coast is clear. I think I can go ahead and get a third 3-2-0 then. I know it's more efficient to drop 2-0-0s, but I think we already have enough field on our hands. As in, if I fill in the entire map with 2-0-0 farms, I think I'm just gonna end up getting lost in the sauce, and I'm gonna miss a lot of bananas. On top of that, again, we have to go upgrade all the farms that I get to 4-2-0 by the end, so if I get too many of them, I probably don't have enough money, I would presume. So I think 5 is a good place to, like, stop. Let me just get number 4. Hard around alert, folks. Lots of mobs coming. Let me just go ahead and use Brickle ability, just see if it possibly helps out. And that's gonna be tight. Okay, we're live, we're live. Personally, I don't feel safe with this defense until we at least get a Bads up, because at that point, I guess we have the Ceram knockback, and we also have the target independent, so I don't have to keep moving my cursor back and forth for the prime rounds. And luckily, later on in the game, the amount of prime rounds get lesser and lesser, so I guess that means less worrying about that short right side of the track. I'm wondering, though, if I can just get one BRF before I can actually get more defense, because, yeah, that would go a long way in aiding us. And you know what? I'm gonna do it. I don't think the early 50s AB are that hard, but I could be wrong. Well, seeing this round, I think it's time to go for at least a Buckshot here, just to knock back those Cerams. Buckshot is kind of a nerf in some aspects in that it doesn't have full map range, which is pretty important since the entrance and exit is so far away on this map. Just go ahead and use Brickle, and I'm dead. Or not. That was close. I think Buckshot came clutch there, but yeah, let me just rush that Bads, just so I don't have to worry for the 50s anymore. And then we can probably just continue getting up those 4-2-0s. So turret independent, so we can be lazy now. Unfortunately, it's still limited range, so maybe upgrading that one at the very bottom isn't a good idea. Because he only attacks starting right here. I don't know, I guess this map is just kind of wonky in general for Dartlings. Even for the bottom path, like, there's not really a good spot where you can get the entirety of the map while not, getting line of sight block, because this giant thing in the middle, not be able to place things there is pretty annoying. Anyways, Camo Regal Leads. You know what? I'm just gonna buy that Mib. This is the longest upgrade of the game, by the way. 26 characters at Monkey Intelligence Bureau, so I had to get that one, and anyways. Not the worst thing to get around 59, I guess, but obviously I would like to probably greed a little bit further. Actually, I probably should have just went for a Necromancer, because that is something I need to get anyways before selling it. It's not going to be very useful late game, so that's probably what I'm going to do. Buy the upgrade and then I guess maybe sell for more farms, or maybe more better upgrades later on for the game. I think we'll struggle next round because while the bats is pretty decent, we don't have anything buffing it aside from Jungle Drum, so like, yeah, without that out buff, something tells me we're gonna be a bit weak. Let me just buy Necromancer on Pop Army real quick, just to see if it helps out. And yeah, do you think we can beat one wave? Close. I guess I have Prickle's abilities for the next waves, so I'm good. Yeah, I think we're definitely in the clear for this round. Alright, cool. So that means year up number 4. I'm surprised the farming is actually not, or it's pretty decent. I thought we were gonna struggle pretty hard in the early game, but I think Monk Knowledge really is what makes a difference here. Without the Monk Knowledge, you can't take as many lives, especially since normally play on Chimps mode, so you only have 1 life. This time I have 150 with Media mode. So we're gonna afford to get that greedy, very early farm. So yeah, now that I got 5 beer wraps, I think we are safe to go for another one, because I can definitely afford to get that one. I would think that probably by the early 70s, I should start getting other defense. Maybe a second bat. Actually, hang on. Remember? Need to go for that Necromancer first. Don't forget, I do have the Mega Mine, which I guess I'll use now. I haven't used it all game yet. Would help with those fortified mobs, but yeah, I think it's time to get Bads number 2. We're making bank right now, I feel like. At this rate, we'll be afford everything we need to beat this challenge, so maybe I'll stop farming here. I think we definitely have the tools for that. And again, guys, just judging by the towers we have, it's definitely got to be bad spam, because this is probably better, you know, per tower-wise than an ODS, which is way cheaper, and only does really good mold damage, not really ceramics. Yeah, guys, I don't think we'll have any problems right now with 5 bads on the screen. I guess since I have enough money, we'll also go for the first strikes, which are going to be helpful for bads later on. And I guess, I don't know, DT rounds potentially. We're definitely floating on too much money right now, so maybe we'll go a bit past 100. It's kind of funny how this challenge just devolved into, can bad spam beat an intermediate map so quickly? But again, there's really not much we can do other than that. Well, I guess at this point, I could just go for that fast fan club. There's so much money that, I mean, I could just buy 20 fan clubs. And that would, I guess, help out for us. So maybe at this point, I'll float onto the money, because I'm pretty sure 8 of these, plus everything else we have, should honestly be enough. I think I'll just get rid of the Necromancer too, just because they're in the way and probably do no damage at this point. But yeah, curious to see if 8 of these guys are enough to beat 100 rounds of ABR. DET round should be interesting, right? No, not really. Fortified DT is pretty much getting nowhere. Again, we still have first strikes in Mega Mine to help out if we really need it. So far, so good, though. I will say this challenge definitely would look a lot different if not for the fact that Banana Research Facility is enabled, because if not for that, well, we wouldn't have any money at all to afford all these things, so yeah, thank the farms, guys. It does look like we're kind of struggling, though, to 94 there, so maybe one more. This is number 9. I think it's nice to end off at a nice flat 10, though, right? I don't think I can really fit one. Actually, I can fit one over here. That's fine. As long as it reaches the left side, we're good. So, yeah, 10 bads. See if we can beat ABR here. Oh, that's a lot of fortified Moabs. I think we have enough, though, right? Or not. Okay, we don't. I'm just going to first strike that, if you guys didn't know. First strike do have that splash damage, so that ended up popping balloons that were exiting. Up 97 also. Oh my god, that's getting pretty far. Again, it's those damn prime rounds, because there's really not a lot of track length here. Maybe I'll just use first strike for this. You know what? 1. Yeah, why not? Why not? I don't think I'll need it for 98. If I do, then it's okay. I have Mega Mine to help out. And yes, I'm very aware I'm floating $300,000 right now, but I'm not getting BMA just for the flex. And I think now it's Mega Mine time. Nope, that's too many ceramics. Or not. Okay, a little bit too much. Maybe we'll get BMA now. Or alternatively, nah. Let's just go for 2 more first strikes. If you get a couple of those up, it should clear out a giant clump, hopefully. Again, the longer you can go without losing money, the better. I know they're not making a lot of money, those UMGs, but might as well save some money here. Now, I think I can delay using the mine ability for now, it seems. When should I use it? Now? Okay, that's a lot of balloons. Let's do a couple first strikes. There's 1. And that's actually probably all I need. Alright, cool. 99. This is where a bad comes out, so yeah, those first strikes will be absolutely needed. But remember, I don't want to use up all of them for 100 because the F bad, so I'm just gonna use 2 of them to nuke it down a little bit. Let us take down the ZMG so that we get the cooldown back in time, hopefully. For that F bad. Again, 50,000 HP or something like that. But 4 strikes should just take it down. Voila. And one more. And there it is. 100 rounds of ABR, very easy. So because of that, I'll see you guys potentially for another 20 more rounds of this. Alright, so I've remade the challenge back at 101. So I think now we just go for that BMA, because I think we definitely need it to clear out those clumps for the 100s. And instantly I just died around 101. Holy crap. Those purples are pretty cracked. Perhaps if we start a new army of bads at the top, we could possibly thin out the wave. Come on. No, there's just so many purples in that clump. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's any way around this with the current tabs we have. It is possible that ballistic spam on the right could help as well, because I'm going to turn these all into first strikes. Let's just see. Come on. Surely those purples are beatable, right? Still no. Wow. Well, guys, I think the only thing at this point is just to literally use almost all my money to just get more ballistics and bads and pray for the best. Every ability at once. Come on. Megamind. There we go. Wow, that was a insanely tough wave right there. Do know that's not the only purple wave, so I kind of have to keep all these heroes on the field. Let me just get upgrades to Monkey Intelligence Bureau so that the DTs are a bit easier. And again, I have to upgrade all these first strikes because, yeah, I had to get them for the purples. That's not a big deal though, because I think I'm gonna need them anyways. But yeah, for now, I do want to get me a BMA. If we can get one under this MIB here, that'd be perfect, just so I can clear out this giant clump here. Yeah, at this point, I don't really care about losing money. I think I do have a lot of BR to sell if I do need to do that. But yeah, who would have thought the purples are the greatest thing in this challenge? Also, there's more this round. I'm just gonna first strike. I don't think I'll land on the purples, but luckily we had enough damage over here. Like, seriously, at this point, because we have first strikes enabled, the F-Bads, or the Bads on 119 aren't gonna be a problem. It's literally just a purple, so, yeah, I guess I'll save first strikes for them. I don't recall how much pierce the mine or the first strike has, but it probably is close to something that helps at the moment, even though it does target strong. We use enough of them. The splash damage, enough to delete some purples for us. Here's another round with purples, by the way. First strike spam. A lot of count purples there. Okay, we have enough to clear it. Damn, another wave with a lot of purples. Let's see if I can first strike this one. That was really close. Even closer than previous rounds. Perhaps I should get another ballistic missile just in this pawn, because I have way too many in this right pawn here. I know I haven't upgraded all of them to ballistic yet, but I definitely have the funds to do so in the next 12 rounds. Yeah, sorry, fan club enthusiasts, but unfortunately I don't think that... Whoops. Unfortunately, I don't think that we're gonna be able to get any fan clubs for this challenge. I think I actually pressed the emergency unlock ability. So there we go. First strike it. Purples to death. And surprisingly, there's a lot of prime rounds in the early 100s, I noticed. It was like, what? 101 was here. 103 was also here. And on that note, the fortified DTs are actually starting to catch up to us. Perhaps we need more bads, because, yeah. I think their scaling is making it so that, again, more HP, more speed. Means all these bads in the field don't have enough DPS. Here's another wave of purples. Okay, this one kills us. So I think it's gonna be a first strike spam round, I think. So wait for it. There it is. There it is. Let's use Megamind too. Come on, Brickle. There we go. I think the Megamind has quite a good amount of here, so that certainly helps. Also, a lot of cerams here too. So let me just first strike it to clear a bit of lump out. I think if anything, these bonus rounds are showing us that the purple rounds are not to be understated. Also, holy crap. Even FDTs on the prime rounds are getting spooky. I think a lot of these over here are missing a MIB, so I think I'll finally get rid of one farm. Just to help out over here. Purple's almost killed us again. Also, now that I'm seeing Bats for 119, this reminds me that, right, the ABR rounds don't follow the normal round, so we don't expect to see Bats at 119. We're just gonna get them scattered across these rounds, but again, we are fine. I think the only problem is that they take priority over, like, DT, so I kind of like to use some first strikes for DT, because you see that it's still kind of struggling to them, even on this left side of the track, so how about more Dartlings? Alright, final stretch, boys. RNGesus, please bless us with not so hard rounds. I think we'll also just get rid of the farms at this point. Not really in need for them. I have an extra 80k that I can use to buy more Dartling guns, and I guess maybe another first strike, just in case I don't have enough Ceram damage or balloon damage. Or rather, I need another nuke. But yeah, this should honestly be enough. It's kind of crazy that we have like 2 million plus of defense, but it's still barely defense. But I know, obviously, this is not very a very efficient defense. There's no one in the right would spend unbuffed bads or a billion for strikes for these kind of rounds. Either way, last round. Let's see if it gives us any purple rounds of doom or bad. To me, it seems like no, that's it. Unless there's one last balloon here. DDT is another FCMG. No, literally nothing in the last round. Alright, well, there it is. That was a, well, very long run. And yeah, I think I'm gonna need a long break after that long one. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want to see more long videos like this, then make sure to let me know. Till then, see you next time, and have a long day.